Welcome to the Deep Dive. We've put this together just for you, and today, well, we have a pretty unique mission.
We do. We're doing a deep dive into the top AI stories, specifically from today, Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025.
And here's the really interesting part.
Right. This whole analysis, the research, everything for this deep dive, we're calling it the AI Daily Deep Dive. For today, it was actually researched and generated entirely by AI.
Wild. Okay, so our goal then is to quickly unpack 5 key developments.
Exactly. Show you where AI is making waves right now in our homes, our health, how we work, even our minds and politics.
Got it. Let's start at home then with pets, actually. Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer,
hmm
he just rolled out an AI-powered Halo collar. Time for National Dog Week.
Yeah, I saw that. The tech itself is fascinating. It's
Yeah.
basically a virtual trainer, uses GPS, real-time monitoring.
And AI feedback.
Right. AI-driven feedback, like gentle whistles or vibrations to create these invisible fences, sort of trains the dog on boundaries.
But Millan still emphasizes the old school stuff.
Oh, absolutely. He was adamant that this is just a tool. The real work, calmness, mastering the walk, setting clear boundaries, that's still the foundation. Technology helps, but it doesn't replace that core training.
Okay, makes sense. So from pet care, let's pivot to human health. This University of Waterloo study sounds pretty significant.
It really is. They're using AI to analyze, get this, routine blood tests.
Just the basic ones.
Yeah, the standard stuff, electrolytes, immune cells.
Yeah.
But they're applying it to patients with spinal cord injuries, SCI.
And the AI found something new.
It's a breakthrough in prediction. The AI models could predict survival rates and, crucially, the severity of the injury, like motor complete versus incomplete, within just 1 to 3 days of admission.
Wow, that fast. And better than current methods.
Apparently so. It outperformed the traditional ways they measure severity. And the big win here is scalability. It uses data that's already collected everywhere. It's cheap. Think about low resource settings. This could be huge.
Definitely. Okay, let's shift to the workplace. Google's Dora report, that number is staggering. 90% of tech workers globally using AI on the job.
90%.
Huh.
It's a massive adoption rate, up 14 percentage points in just, what, a year?
But there's a catch, right?
There is. Huge adoption, yes, but trust, not so much. Only 20% said they trust a lot in the quality of AI-generated code.
Only 20%.
And maybe even more telling, 30% reported no impact on code quality at all. So they're using it, but they're skeptical.
And you mentioned something about entry-level jobs. A 71% drop in software engineering listings. Is that connected?
Well, it certainly seems to be a consequence. The efficiency gains from AI, which the DOR report highlights, seem to be hitting the entry-level market hardest. That automation is having a real acute effect right now.
Okay, so AI is changing work, and apparently it's changing how we cope, too. That Harvard Business Review data, AI for therapy and companionship, is now the most common use.
Yeah, overtaking things like generate ideas. It's a major shift in how people are interacting with AI personally.
Which sounds potentially worrying.
It definitely raises serious ethical flags. That Stanford study mentioned. It found popular chatbots had, well, pretty significant issues,
Issues like
like showing stigmatizing biases. And critically, only a 60% success rate when dealing with simulated suicidal ideation crises,
60% compared to humans.
compared to 93% for licensed therapists. It's a huge gap.
Oh.
The warning is clear. AI just doesn't have empathy or clinical judgment, and it definitely doesn't have high PA-level privacy protection.
Right. That confidentiality piece is critical in therapy.
Absolutely. Relying on a chatbot for serious mental health crises, it's risky.
Okay, finally, let's touch on the political angle. Meta's new super PAC.
Right. The American Technology Excellence Project, they're putting tens of millions into it. Bipartisan, interestingly.
And the goal is basically to influence regulation.
Pretty much. Meta explicitly said they're fighting against a patchwork of inconsistent regulations popping up at the state level.
How many are we talking?
Over 1,100 tech-related bills just this year in 2025 across the states. Federal action is stalled, so Meta's trying to shape things state by state.
To promote U.S. tech leadership and push back on rules they see as stifling.
Exactly that. And also framing it around empowering parents online. It's a clear play to shape the regulatory landscape because Washington isn't acting comprehensively.
So wrapping this up, In just one day's news cycle, we've gone from AI helping train your dog to potentially diagnosing spinal injuries to being used for therapy, and now shaping national or at least state level policy.
The reach is just immense, and it's accelerating. We wanted to give you that quick, essential snapshot from today.
And hopefully we did. So, based on all that,
Yeah, maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. We heard about the skepticism around AI code quality, the very real dangers in AI therapy. So what responsibility do you have when you use these tools? How do you personally decide when that human expertise, whether it's coding or medicine or mental health support, is truly irreplaceable?
that's a great question to ponder. Continue your own deep dive. We'll talk soon.